Okay, folks, I think we're going to get started. So thank you for joining us this afternoon. What a lovely day. We got some sun and we're very happy to have such a good turnout. So today's an amazing event. We are celebrating the opening of our urgent care center. It's been open for a couple of weeks, but this is our ceremony to signify all of the hard work that has enabled us to get to this amazing point. As you know, we are in a growing community and the demands for emergent care are so significant, it's difficult to cope with just one emergent department in the region. The Richmond Hill site has been seeing growth of about 3,000 or 4,000 visits a year. So this urgent care center is a great relief valve to ensure that we can provide care faster and closer to home. For the residents of Vaughan, this means that they have access to emergency care, urgent care in their local community. So we're very pleased by this significant achievement. We have a number of dignitaries that I would like to mention that are in the room. We have our board chair, John Mills. Marion Kirsch is in the room as well. She's a board member. Marion. Ted Langdon is a board member of our foundation. We have the Honorable Mauricio Bevilacqua, the Mayor of Vaughan. And we do have a few councillors joining us, but they're not here just yet. So we thank you all for coming today because it is a great day. Our staff, 2,500 staff strong, 450 physicians, over 1,000 volunteers, have all been behind this initiative and have been supporting the creation of this new center. They're very excited and proud that we've been able to launch this very amazing service. And being the frugal people that we are at Mackenzie Health, we took advantage of existing space. So as you know, we've been running our chronic kidney disease program here for almost 6 years, and we've had space on the lower level to look at possibilities of expanding service. But we needed the support of the LHIN and the Ministry of Health. So for the last 2 years, we've been working actively with government to ensure that they supported this initiative and understood the benefit of it. And the real benefit of this is the bridge to the Mackenzie Vaughan Hospital. This is what we're so excited about. We have finally gotten to the point where this project is going to go to market. About 5 or 6 weeks ago, Mauricio and I signed the ground lease along with our board chair and the city clerk. That was a major milestone to move the project forward, and now we are, I believe, weeks away from releasing this RFP. So it's a much needed project. It's taken us a long time to get here. We've been actively planning for this since 2009, and this will be a state-of-the-art hospital. So we're so excited that we can grow services today, but more importantly, we can expand for the future in a very, very significant way. Mackenzie Health continues to ensure that services are available in Vaughan. So as we talked about, we have our chronic kidney disease program, we have diabetes education, we have cardiac rehab. These are all services that do ensure that the residents of Vaughan have access to care closer to home. We have Councillor Silovitz has joined us. Welcome, Councillor Silovitz. So before we go any further, I'd like to invite our Mayor, Mauricio Bevilacqua, to the podium.
Thank you very much, Altaf. So, I think it was Lao Tzu that said that a journey of 1,000 miles starts the very first step, right? So it was about 1,000 miles to get to the hospital now. But I can tell you, and it was really good because we didn't have to use urgent care centers. But it was a wonderful experience, right, John? It was all joy and roses and everything else. But I do want to say just a few words about that because it is for us a major announcement. You probably noticed the reaction of the community at various events, how happy they are that we're moving ahead finally with this hospital. But it did, for me, was an incredible lesson in how human beings can come together, sometimes with divergent opinions and points of views on how to get to the end game. But at the end of the day, what really galvanized everybody, it was the reminder of what a hospital truly does. And it's about, the cancer patient, it's about the expecting mother, it's about lives of people. And when you start talking about those issues, even the lawyers begin to understand that the legalese and the clauses are not that important. And it's when you really deal with that higher purpose that people come together. And I think that our experience, John Altaf and everyone involved, speaks to those values, and that brings a lot of joy to me because we're part of an enlightened community. And talking about enlightened community, let's talk about this enlightened organization called Mackenzie Health, who very innovative, seeks new ways of doing things. This urgent care center speaks to that, utilizing the resources that we have, optimizing the resources that we have, delivering greater access to health care. I mean, it's tick, 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 tick. You got all the check marks you need to serve people better, to provide the type of services that, in fact, we all need at one point in our lives. So it's going to be a great pleasure to do the ribbon cutting today, right here. It's strategically located. I live next door, by the way, in case you guys want to. But I hope never to use it. But it's a very joyful day. And I bring greetings on behalf, I would say, of the 315,000 people who proudly call the city of Vaughan their home, speak 99 different languages. They say thank you, Altaf, thank you to everybody involved. This is yet another example of what can be achieved when people think things through and make things happen. Thanks very much.
So we have been open for about 2 weeks now, and we are already seeing on average about 30 to 40 patients a day. So clearly the service is needed, and we're very pleased by the early response. Our next speaker is Sue Pollack. She's EVP and Chief Operating Officer of the Mackenzie Vaughan Hospital, and I'm going to let her come up to the podium.
Thank you, Altaf, and hello, everyone. This is an exciting time for Mackenzie Health and our entire community. As we know, all of Southwest York Region, and Vaughan in particular, is in need of emergency and urgent care services close to home. The need for these services is evident in the number of patients who seek emergency care in our department every day. As anyone who lives and works in our community knows, growth in York Region has exceeded all expectations, and Vaughan continues to be one of Canada's fastest growing communities. Nowhere in York Region is this growth more evident than in Mackenzie Health's emergency department. Our newly renovated and expanded emergency department opened in 2009 when our annual patient volumes were running at 65,000 patients per year. Designed to care for 80,000 patients, no one could have anticipated that we would meet and exceed that capacity in just a few short years. This past year, Mackenzie Health's emergency department cared for almost 93,000 patients. That means on average, our emergency department cares for 250 patients a day. Unfortunately, many patients wait for longer than we feel is acceptable because of the sheer volume of patients we care for and the severity of their illness and injury. Our new urgent care center offers an alternative for patients of all ages with non-threatening illnesses, non-life-threatening illnesses, and injuries that do not require hospitalization or immediate surgery. Since opening on June 1st, as Altaf said, we've seen an average of 25 to 30 patients a day through the urgent care center. And yesterday I looked at the statistics, we had seen 400 patients in 15 days. The community response is encouraging, and it confirms what we already know, that Vaughan needs the new Mackenzie Vaughan Hospital as soon as we can complete it. Very soon we'll be going out to tender on the new Mackenzie Vaughan Hospital, which we expect to be completed in 2019. As we planned for the new hospital and the additional patients it will bring, we knew we needed to create capacity to treat now those patients who require urgent care services. The development of the urgent care center is the result of amazing teamwork, and I want to acknowledge the tremendous collaboration and effort of everyone involved in making the center a reality. It's the culmination of many months of intense team effort, and I'd like to commend the members of both the steering committee and the various working groups for their dedication and commitment. Thanks to you, we are able to ensure that the right equipment, the right processes, and the right people would be ready on June 1st to provide much needed services for patients here in Vaughan. I'd also like to thank the staff of the Chronic Kidney Disease Program who agreed to share their space with the Urgent Care Centre. And finally, I want to extend sincere congratulations to the team here at the Urgent Care Centre, including the many physicians, staff, and volunteers who welcome and provide care to our patients. Thank you.
Thank you, Sue. It's been an intense couple of months, and Sue's team has done an amazing job to open on time and in a way where we're providing safe and efficient care to the residents of Vaughan. Our next speaker is Dr. David Roshwerger. He's our chief of the emergency medicine program and medical director of the program as well. And he had the benefit of taking the first shift on June the 1st and tweeting, "My God, the patients are coming." So it was great to have him involved both as a leader, but more importantly, as a frontline physician. So David.
Thank you, Altaf, and I thank you to those who helped me do the tweet thing because I am social media inept. But really, I'm actually very excited to be here today to celebrate this new service that we have here in Vaughan of our Urgent Care Centre. As an emergency physician, I know how challenging it can be to provide health care in a busy emergency department and for those patients who arrive in that department to receive health care. We know it can be frustrating for those waiting with their families to receive that care, but also for the team that's trying to provide that care in a timely fashion. Our vision here at Mackenzie Health is to create a world-class health experience. And in line with that, our team is committed to providing timely, high-quality care to every patient and their families. Based on the knowledge that many patients who present to the emergency department historically can receive adequate care at an urgent care centre, we were determined to provide this service in an accessible fashion at the Urgent Care Centre here in Vaughan. At our new Urgent Care Centre, we are able to provide care for injuries such as sprains, strains, broken bones, cuts that require stitches, fevers, coughs, and colds, to name a few. People are sometimes surprised to hear that they can receive care for such injuries as broken bones outside of a hospital emergency department. At the Urgent Care Centre, we strive to provide care for patients' immediate concerns. We treat them, make them more comfortable, and if necessary, provide them with the follow-up care they need by utilizing Mackenzie Health's outpatient clinics and support services. This streamlined approach helps to ensure faster and more reliable care for our patients in Vaughan, while also helping to ensure that the emergency department remains available to care for those patients with more serious injuries and illnesses. One of Mackenzie Health's greatest strengths, in my opinion, is its people. And it's my honor and privilege to serve with those people and that dedicated team of individuals, both physicians, nurses, volunteers, and support services who have helped make this urgent care centre come to fruition. It is also my privilege to serve with those same group of individuals who works in our emergency department at our Richmond Hill site. Since opening June 1st, as you've heard, we have received many positive comments on the timeliness and effectiveness of the treatment received by patients here 365 days a year at our urgent care centre here in Vaughan. And we are happy that our patients are going to be thrilled to receive that care all year round, 365 days here at this site. We are proud of the quality of services we provide and are happy to be able to better meet the needs of our growing community here in Vaughan. In closing, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to the group of individuals who have made the opening of this urgent care centre a reality and have gone from projects and words on paper to a fully functional urgent care centre site here in Vaughan. Thank you for your ongoing efforts to create that world-class healthcare facility that we know you all can provide. Thank you.
So thank you, David. It's amazing what can happen when great minds come together and put their passion towards doing what's right. So we started to look for space literally only 4 or 5 months ago and sort of stumbled upon this opportunity. And today we have an operating urgent care center. So obviously we're very, very pleased. So I now ask Mauricio Bevilacqua, David, and Sue if you could come up. We'll do the ribbon cutting.
Just looking this way, looking great, perfect, perfect. Good smiles, we brought our teeth with them, that's good, good. Okay, you ready to cut? Everybody's ready to cut? Looking all the same way, everybody's looking up before we, okay, go ahead, we got it anytime.
Oh my God.